Breaking news here. I am able to go live in the middle of the day for probably the last time for a good long while. School starts officially for me Tuesday, and this was an opportunity now that I got everything kind of set for the new school year to open and share a bunch of different things that I've been purchasing lately and getting lately, and of course, to talk about rule breaking. And there it is right off the bat. Yeah, definitely made a purchase. You could argue a few purchases that broke some of my collecting rules that I make and keep for myself. And that was shocking to me, but I'll explain my thinking behind it. And I'm sure I'll get all kinds of shame in the chat, including the very first one from this guy who laughed his rear off when I told him what I had purchased and the reasoning behind it, because he was ready to shame me completely right off the bat. I put a few channel links and things down below based on the unboxings, but I'll get to that when we get to the unboxings. First, I want to say hello to everybody who's coming in the chat here. I know middle of the day, maybe challenging for some people to join us, but I appreciate people coming by, like the birthday boy from yesterday, Bearded Comic Bro. What's up, Greg? Mark from Legion of Comics, and his link to his channel is right down below. He is almost at 950 subscribers, really getting close to that 1,000 goal. So if you haven't followed Mark from Legion of Comics, you're missing out on a ton of really fun content from a really dedicated and passionate comic collector. So there is the guy and the channel, and the information's down below. Dale of Suspense, good morning to you. Hopefully you can watch while you're at work. I obviously can't usually do that, so I understand if you take the chance, hopefully it'll work out. Don't get any trouble from me. White Whale Comics is probably commenting on this little stack here, which I'm going to get to in just a second. Unruly Simeon has a really cool new logo that I've been digging lately. I don't know that I officially complimented you on it, but I've been digging it. We got the G-Spot, Robert Galvin. Good morning. No, good afternoon. Yeah, to you. Hope everything is going well. JP, my man, how are you doing? Hope things are going well. C3, Keep It Comics. I hope you're doing well. I'm excited to unbox a bunch of different things here, so I'm amped up. We got the Captain here. Ahoy to you, sir. Captain, thanks for coming by. TM Nerdy, nominee for the, Comic Community Awards? Is that what they're called? I can't remember, but congratulations on your nomination. There's their shame gift, because there should be one. You can drop one in if you find it. I appreciate that. And I think I might have got, no, I got Scott Hoarder's Hide. What is going on? Thank you for coming by, Scott. I hung out with you for just a little bit this morning on the Legion of Comics early morning show this morning. And let's see, do I think I got everybody? Alex saying hello to the chat station, and we are Legion because Mark is in that chat as always, holding it down. Lasso, what is going on? Lasso tagged me for a Lost/comics. So I got to put together my 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. I'm going to try to do that when this is over. So definitely appreciate that tag. That was pretty epic. Let's see here. Looks like more than one person at work. I appreciate you not getting in trouble for me, I hope. Jennifer, how's it going? If you missed Wednesday's book club, Jennifer was amazing. We talked, Alec and I talked with her a bunch about some really great books like Layla Starr. So definitely check it out if you didn't catch it live. And I think we're getting close to the end. Yeah, I think I got everybody. So awesome. Last one was JP. He's saying hello to everybody too. Okay, cool. First up, I wanted to, I've posted it on my Instagram, but some people don't do the Instagram. So here for my YouTube friends, I have completed my collection of Strangers in Paradise pocketbooks. So these are collecting the run of Strangers in Paradise by Terry Moore. You got black and white, beautiful artwork inside here, but they're in a small sort of novel size. So these are definitely smaller than a comic book. You can see like that. So they're a smaller paperback novel sort of size. And I'm just excited to have the full set. I've finished only one. I got 5 more to look forward to ahead of me. I did not realize how many members of the community really do love this series. I had a bunch of fun conversations after I posted this set on my Instagram, because I didn't realize, I knew that there were definitely some fans out there, but it seems like it's like an underground kind of thing that people don't post their Strangers in Paradise books or talk about when they're rereading them or anything. So I thought it was kind of a funny thing that I thought it was so niche, but apparently it just really connects. Lasso says pocketbooks remind me how bad I want a pocket beagle puppy. Charlie, are you with me? She is on a play date, and I'm going to pick her up in a couple hours. So this is Dad's hangout time. Alex says it's really a lesson in humility when we have a guest like Jennifer on book club who's better than us. Even with that very first time they're on. I mean, honestly, legitimately, she's better than most people on YouTube. So shout out to you, Jennifer. So that's been my big hunt. Some of these volumes are a little easier to find than others. I've noticed that the last few volumes, 5 and 6, tend to be a little more expensive. The first few, not so much. And I was able to get the first couple through my LCS, and then I just only got the rest of them through eBay in the end. See, Terry Moore is so good. I'm jealous of Alex, sweet number one. Yeah, he does have that number one in a very high grade slab, looking good for sure. All right, so let's talk about rule breaking, because that is the main. I got two unboxings. I'm going to start with the rule breaking one first. What is up, Jason from Claiming Comics in the chat? So this one is the rule breaker, because I'm breaking two of my rules. It's important to have rules. It's important to have ways in which you keep your collecting in check. I think I've done pretty good or pretty well with them most of my life. However, this purchase right here broke a few of them. Number one, for me, I almost never, and this has been pretty good. I've been pretty good about this. I almost never buy exclusive variant covers from retailers online. I just don't. I generally, as a rule, buy all of my comics from my LCS, and I don't get variants from online resources. Even if I see the greatest cover, it's only going to make 500. I don't go online and buy exclusive variants. I just don't. And the main reason is it's very expensive, and they don't always retain their value, or even often retain their value. So if I see one that I love, I might wait around for a while and see where the price settles on. And sometimes that bites me and I can't afford the book. And other times the book comes down and then I can snag one for a cheaper price. And so I've never really had a problem with that. I've tried to be good about it and control that impulse. What's up, Ruben? How you doing, man? So I broke that rule and I bought two variants, and they're from Big Time Collectibles, and they're right here. But that's rule number one that I broke. The second rule is the one that I think Bearded Comic Bro thinks is the funny one, which is that I have basically been 10 months, maybe a little bit more, almost a year without purchasing a Batman comic book. By that, I mean a book with Batman like on the cover, inside it in any big way. I mean, I think he was in one panel of Nightwing last month, but that's the most I've had of Batman in one of my books in about legitimately 10 months. I was buying Detective Comics near the end before Future State started, and that was pretty much the last time. So I've been cutting back, no Batman, and I've been saying no exclusive variants. And what I have in here is a book that is both of those things. So, oops. Yeah, I doubled down on my rule breaking. Splurge, right? You got to splurge on those comics. Fight the splurge. And it is serious money. Chaos says, I would have been happy to cheer and jeer you, John. It's a skill I have. Hey, there you go. You go your own way. It looks like I got Robert Calvin at least enjoying it. I found a Joker cover that I loved. No, not true. So why did I break those rules? As with most things, when it comes to my comic collecting, it's because of nostalgia. And I saw these variants, and the reason I tagged Legion of Comics down below. If you don't know Mark, he's got a great Instagram. He loves his DC books. Lately, he's been getting super into certain DC books, and he posted these. There he is in the chat. He posted these variants on his Instagram, and I instantly went and purchased these books. I just instantly went and broke it. Yeah, I broke my rule. You broke your exclusive variant rule for Batman. I mean, yes. So let's take a look at the books. Let's see how they came out. They got my packing receipt here. I'll put it off to the side. Some extra boards here. Ooh, and they're packed in Mylar. I love it. So shout out to Big Time Collectibles for packing in a very solid case and in some very, very nice looking Mylar here. All right. So here's the first one. And there she goes. And this is the one I love the most because that is definitely Christopher Reeve. I mean, that's Christopher Reeve. No question for me. Absolutely gorgeous. And then here's the other one. There he is. I love these. I saw the font. I saw the pose, which, for those that don't know, kind of recreates those two amazing Jim Lee covers, the Hush one for Batman, and then the Batman Man of Tomorrow, I think is what it was called, where he's on top of the eagle's head in Metropolis. And you get that fun facing each other kind of thing. So it's a throwback set that reminds me of those Jim Lee covers. Now I just need to get this Jim Lee Batman one for issue 608, I think it is. That one's the crazy, stupid, expensive one. I have a ton of this Superman one by Jim Lee, but I don't have the Batman one yet. They're staring at each other's eyes, waiting for the same. Yeah, both saying Martha. Right? These are gorgeous. Now I'm going to take a second to look at them. Yeah, I mean, the Superman one in particular is the one I was absolutely in love with. Miko Suyan, for those that don't know, Miko Suyan is the artist behind these. And this one even says in memory of Richard Donner down on the bird underneath. And yeah, so cool. I love the throwback suits. I mean, this one I liked a little bit less just because you can't tell that it's Michael Keaton. I mean, there's no way to know because of the suit, right? But I had to get the trade dress. They had Virgin variants, and I was like, why would you not want that logo, right? You got to have it with the trade dress. The trade dress makes these covers, for me at least. So there you go. John broke his rules, broke them hard, and now has officially purchased a Batman book. Here's the caveat. I probably also will break a third rule of mine, which is I read the comics that I buy. I'm probably not going to read these. I'm probably not going to risk any damage to these. So I probably will not read these, which is another rule of mine. You buy a new comic book, you read the comic book. I probably won't read these unless I buy another version just to read, which I really don't know that I'm going to do that either. So this was also a cover buy for me, which is also, I guess, something that I don't do. So a ton of rules being broken here by my collecting. So an uncomfortable amount of, yeah, I got a lot of DC going right now. I did that Green Lantern show with Greg, and I put up a bunch of Green Lantern. I have yet to rotate it at this point. And yeah, I guess it's all DC except for poor Elektra right here, ready to mow everybody down. How do you read the slabs? I usually only get a slab for a book I've already read. So, for example, I've read all three of the only one I haven't read is that Wonder Woman. I've never read that issue. Usually for the slabs, I've already read them by the time I get a slab of that book. So many rules. And yeah, ring the bell. Shame, shame, shame bell. Yeah, so those were the big rule breakers for me. Super pleased by those, and huge thank you to Mark from Legion of Comics for even sharing that, because I would not have known. And if you guys want to follow Mark on Instagram or YouTube, I put his stuff all down below. He's, like I said, getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. He's going to do some great giveaways like he always does. So you want to be there, follow his channel, subscribe, and check it out, because it's definitely worth your time. I have one last box to open up here. And this is a book I purchased from a community member when I saw them on their Instagram posting this. What's up, Simon? How's it going, man? I hope you're doing well. Hope the school year is getting off on good foot for you and yours. Let's see. Follow Mark from Legion of Comics. He means well. There you go. So I purchased this book from, you probably can't see it. It's too tiny. I purchased this book from my friend DS Comics. He's been on Comic Gories with me before. He does shows on Comic Gore with the Golden Guys. He is a presser, cleaner, comic collector, Golden Age advocate, and just all around incredibly knowledgeable comic book resource. DS and I chat about books a lot, and in particular, when he comes across books in that copper silver age that I love, I try to find a way to purchase those from him. So this is a book I didn't think I'd be able to get in a moderately high grade. It's an upgrade to an X-Men book. So this is for you, Chaos. I got X-Men coming your way. Yes, DS has been scoring some mega books. It's not, this is a Claremont X-Men book. And it's a chance for me to kind of upgrade my run. I'm down to about 15 books left in my Claremont run that I want to upgrade. For the most part, the keys after this one, I've only got like one key I need to upgrade. Most of the rest are in a grade that I think I'm fine with. So it's really just one or two. Really just one. I think it's just issue 120, which is the first cameo of Alpha Flight. I want to upgrade that. But then other than that, the other 14 books I need to upgrade are all just early Claremont books. And that's why they're expensive. They don't have like any key first appearances or anything, but like, issue 105 or issue 103. These are not mega keys, but because they're just early Claremont books, they're all expensive. That's just kind of the way it works. Ooh, look, DS even has a business card now. I don't know when that happened, but dang, look, he's got the business card going. I put the link to DS's sales Instagram down below because he's always posting books that he gets, and he always does right under fair market value because he's not trying to rip people off, but he just wants to recoup his money and get it to somebody who's going to love it. So definitely follow his sales page if you're looking for deals on books. And talk about a guy that knows how to pack. Look at this. It's all packaged beautifully with pull tabs on everything. The guy knows what's up. Old Wolf, I don't know if I said hello to you. I'm sorry about that. Where are you at? Sorry. He's like, hey, hello. What is up, Tony? How you doing? So this is the last book in my unboxing for today. Showed off some pocket trade paperbacks for Strangers in Paradise, some rule-breaking online variants that I purchased, and now an upgrade to an Uncanny X-Men book. Look at that. All right, so here we go. This is issue 107 from the Uncanny X-Men with Claremont, although technically still called the All New, All Different at this particular point. About 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago, Reggie Collects did a great series of videos on cosmic characters that could become hot in the near future for the MCU. And one of the books that he highlighted was this one, which has a ton of first appearances for Starjammers and sort of cosmic X related characters in the X universe. This is a really somewhat expensive early X-Men book. And I've always wanted a nicer copy of it. This one looks like it just has one or two spine ticks, and that is it. This is a beautiful looking copy of this book. It's got one spine tick right there that is really visible right above my finger. And then other than that, it's like super tiny spine ticks. Now, for a comparison, I got my original copy. And you can kind of see it's got a lot more spine ticks You can see a ton of them going down that side there. It's got some folds, some creases, some staining up at the top, some staining a little bit. So I would have given this closer to a mid-grade, maybe a 6. And I'm going to say this one is, I think DS and I said it would probably make an 8.5. So I mean, I think this is a beautiful copy of a very important X book that I think is still a little bit underrated, but people are catching on that this is an important one for sure. Saw the off-camera peek at the wife getting his attention. I know my wife's not here. I am all alone. Nobody's here. Hello. Just me hanging out. Charlie must have some markers you could use, right? So, wow, DS, this is beauty. Just a great, great book. Thanks again for the nice Mylar. Looks like $1,000,000. I love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous book. And now I got 2 of these bad boys. Super, super happy to have these in the collection. The Uncanny X-Men run is done, but I'm just little by little, when I get a chance, upgrading a book that I think is important. And I've done most of the keys, and I'm really just on to now some other than issue 120. Just looking at some of the other ones in that run that are super low grade that I could definitely, if I could find a nice copy, it'd be nice to get them all above. I mean, I don't need 9/8. I just don't want anything that's like in that 2 range. I would love a few that were at least, I think the lowest one I want to have is my 101, which is a 5.5. So if I've had everything 5.5 or old or better, I think I'll be happy with everything at that point. Jeffrey says, "What's doing? Good to see you, Jeffrey. How you doing, man?" I mean, I always need pants. So that book is great. I'm super happy about it. I'm going to go back through and show what I've purchased recently. Let everybody see what's up. Let Bearded, who just arrived, finish his shaming. And then, and Old Wolf just got home from the Boston Comic-Con. So I'll show what I got, and then I'm going to get out of here. Earlier I finished my run of Pocket Books of the Strangers in Paradise Terry Moore run. So I have all 6 volumes in that, and now I just got to get to reading the rest of them when I get a shot. Second, I purchased my first in a very long time, or maybe even, I must have done something before now, but as far as I remember, the very first variants, my online exclusive variants I purchased were from Big Time Collectibles. This is the Batman 89 homage to Jim Lee's Hush Batman cover with the awesome 89 batsuit and font. And then this is the Superman 78 Christopher Reeve variant homage to the Jim Lee Superman cover. And these are by Miko Suyan. So love the artwork here. It's just absolutely amazing. And it absolutely looks like Christopher Reeve. Unbelievable. So yeah, these are gorgeous. They came in the Mylar looking great. Get another 78 and read it. I loved it. Okay, well, I heard good things about that one. Not so much about Batman 89. And then lastly, I upgraded my Batman, or my, I read that and then I thought Batman, and then, yeah, no. I upgraded my X-Men issue 107. First full appearance of the Starjammers and several, like many cosmic character first appearances going on here. So all really, really great. And I'll put this guy right up here in the front, because I know that Chris wanted more Marvel in the frame here. Superman was good. Batman, not so much. His Instagram implied you and Mark would be here. No, my Instagram implied that they would be making fun of me in the chat as admitted. There we go. Always has bats on the brain. John, have you ever read The Wicked and the Divine? I have the first trade paperback. I have not read it yet. So that one is on the list as well of something I need to read, that series. That is it, friends. The Instagram and YouTube links for people are down below for whomever I purchased things from or who inspired me to get some of these things. Huge thank you to them for helping me break some rules at the right time to get some things that I think are going to be special to me for a long time, for sure. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate everybody chilling and hanging with me. I hope that your 3-day weekend is going to get started here soon and that you're going to enjoy it. I hope everyone has a great time, and I will catch you all later.